Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Break It Dawn. Let's check out the old battleground. We've read all this before, so search the location. We got Woedica's Strangling Grasp. They give Strength of the Oathbound plus 2 Might. Choking Vengeance grants Garrote. Choke the target, paralyzing them and dealing raw damage over time. When the effect ends, the target is proned. And Twice Burned plus 2 burn armor rating. Woedica's most feared avatar, the Strangler, manifests in the world to punish Oathbreakers. If tales be true, once the Strangler has marked a victim for death, no force or barrier can keep her from her justice. Traitors, usurpers, perjurers, and all manner of those who turn their backs on solemn vows fear the clutching strength of the goddess. These gloves, while unlikely those of the Strangler herself, contain a dreadful, vengeful charm. The leather along the knuckles is stretched from frequent clenching, and the palms are polished smooth. I keep searching. And we got a sword. That'll be good when we go back and fight the Hellfire Colossus. And another island cleared. Briny Grotto. Digital Master Aranik, the Arcane Lunatic. Is that a bounty? Oh no, that's one of the... Oh, we're leaving. That's one of those bosses that we were warned away from by those documents. So we'll hold off on that for right now. Instead, we'll go pick some koiki fruit. An orchard bustling with koiki trees. Doubtless a good spot for exchanging food and other goods. Weird. This whole chain of islands blocks access to the north. Sail all the way around. Hey, Storm. That is not a regular storm. Trying to level up Lord Darren's Voyage. So what happens Okay. Storms darken the skies and churn the waters ahead. The storms of Andra's mortar encompass the visible horizon. Hurricane winds roar like an imprisoned beast, flying with enough force to warp the very seas. Past the curtain of rain and above the swell of waves, you can just barely perceive the outline of colossal Adra pillars. Let's sail out of the storm for now. I don't know if we're supposed to be here yet. My gut tells me this storm is barring entry to Okaizo. So what we'll do is map out around the storm instead. What I'm thinking is going to happen is we're going to sail into it, fail some checks, and it's going to kick us out. Whoops. Got too close. A little silly. I barely clipped the storm here, but I could sail halfway into it on the other side. Let's see how far it goes. Does it cover the entire north part of the map? What it seems like. In that case, let's go down and explore the volcanic-looking islands. You hear a knock at the door to your quarters. Lulled by the soft rocking of the ship, you hover on the edge of drowsing when a light knock at your door rouses you to full consciousness. Without waiting for an answer, Lendrith strides into your cabin, closes the door, and begins removing clothing. First, a shirt hits the floor, and the sailor starts tugging off a boot. Everything okay there, Lendrith? I've got an itch. I thought we could scratch it together. Stop that. The sailor blinks at you, bare from the waist up, head cocked to the left. Are you sure? I thought we could both use some fun. I'm sure. Pick up your clothes and go. Grimacing, Lendrith nods. Of course, Captain. Sorry for the intrusion. The sailor gathers the fallen clothes and makes a hasty exit. Yeah, I think it'd be behoove of the captain to be intimate with the crew. I feel like that could build resentment among the other crewmates. Plus, who's steering the ship when she's in there? The Burning Shoals. Explore any of those islands. A storm. Heavy clouds darken the horizon. The clouds darken in the distance, piling one atop the next as if in a battle for superiority. A vision-searing thread of lightning forks between sea and sky, followed almost immediately by a rib-rattling crash of thunder. Lucas swallows. God's alive, Captain. Did you offend Andra herself? That's not a manifestation of her fury. I don't know what is. The boatswain casts an eye across the deck. We shouldn't try to wait out a storm like that. The big wave is too likely to roll the whole darn ship and drown us all. Our best hope is to outrun it. The crew looks to you. Your orders? Raise Lord Darren's Volge towards the sky. Take us into the storm. The crew look to one another before setting to the task. Junk's bow turns into the storm, sliding into the rain as if passing through a veil. The ship comes to troubled rest under the tormented skies. Lightning stabs across the clouds. You climb into the rigging, grasping tightly to the lines with one hand, or thrusting the Voyage skyward with the other. The blinding blue-violet arcs seem only feet away. I need to rename my ship. As junk crests a swell, it pushes you towards the raging elements above, and they deign to meet you, a ragged fork of energy falling from the clouds like a headsman's axe. The lightning strikes the weapon, running through it and into you. Sparks fly from your limbs as the whole of the world goes wide around you, and blooms of violet burst behind your eyes. When your sight returns, the sea is calm. The clouds form a smooth gray blanket above. The Voyage feels heavier, as if the weight of the storm resides within. You descend from the rigging to the cheers and clapping of the crew. Awesome. So Static Thunder was upgraded. So on hit, applies a stacking effect to an enemy. On crit, all enemies in an AoE will lose all stacks and take plus 10 shock damage for every stack. Enemies in the AoE will become disoriented for 10 seconds. I have to deal 30 critical hits with the weapon. Alright, so I think we start here. Enemies crushed, we filled our hold with all our ill-gotten gold. I think we read that one. Riches for my lover dear. Ere a fortnight passed, we struck again, sank 2 sloops under pounding rain. Gosh darn them, and darn them twice. Lord Darren promised gold and glittering prizes. Lord Darren brought the storms to heal, and lightning struck from stern to keel. Oh, we have read this. It's fine. We were brave young fools and surely mad. We couldn't be stopped. We were Darren's lads. We sailed and fought for the king, all loyal brigands of the sea. Judge me not, my lover dear. We sailed through squalls and maelstroms, crushed rebel fleets with thunderstorms. Gosh darn them once and darn them twice. Lord Darren promised gold and glittering prizes. Blood and broke timber did abound, but there was no plunder to be found. We were brave young fools and surely mad. We couldn't be stopped. We were Darren's lads. So it would be cool if you could use the Voyage in every storm you come across as a way to safely traverse them. It'd be a nice touch, since they are very easy to avoid regardless. Alright, Mogren's Teeth. Hear a knock at the door to your quarters. An unexpectedly cold wind blows across the deck of this ship, and even after several hours, has not abated. Eld Engrim sheepishly knocks on your cabin door. When he enters, his skin is pale, his brow dotted with beads of sweat. Begging your pardon, Captain, but this is an ill wind sent by Andra. We've sailed too long without offering her tribute. She's sure to punish us if we don't give her what she's due. He tilts his head towards the hatch, beckoning you to follow him on deck. So we've done this before. I don't personally care for Andra or any of the gods, but we will respect our crew's beliefs. So take the time to lead the crew in a ceremony invoking Andra's protection. We owe her respect, and we shall give it to her. Heading above deck, leave the crew in an Andrite rite for several hours, imploring her to show mercy toward your ship and those within it. You call out the many names of Andra, Ngati, Lady of Lament, Salty Wench, Lover of the Lost, and acknowledge her power and dominion over the waves, all that ride upon them, and all that sleep within their depths. At your instruction, each member of the crew stands at the edge of the ship and whispers their regret into the dark waters. But the crew shuffles off in a melancholy mood. Eld Engrim convinces them all that you've done a great honor to the goddess and protected the ship from her wrath. You lose several hours to the ritual, but by the next day, the winds have lifted and the crew is relieved at the good omen, many speaking thanks to Andra and you for sparing the ship. Alright, Ernox Brink. Let's pay them a visit. Oh, we have a couple level ups to take care of as well. My athletics and insight on my main character. It's only +1 max zeal. If it was 2, I would 100% grab it. I don't know what I want here. I think I'm gonna grab tough. It's a handful of hit points. With as tanky as we are, plus the regeneration, it might be worth grabbing. Practice healer might also be worth it, though my main source of healing is my aura. It doesn't heal that much, so 15% more is not great. Since we are limited by our zeal, Retribution might be worth it. When suffering damage, gain a stacking bonus to damage dealt on your next weapon attack. Stacks up to 5 times. I'm assuming if you miss your attack, it doesn't burn your stacked damage. Also, fairly tanky, we don't get hit that often. Yeah, I'm not sure what to grab here. Could grab more spells. Confusion. Or Ringrim's Repulsive Visage. It'd be good to have that on hand all the time. Let's grab that. It's a good spell to have. And Adair also gets Athletics and Streetwise. And I'll grab Uncanny Luck on him. Then again, Devastating Blows also very good. Let's grab that instead. Alright, let's see what happens.
Keep what you talk.
Wow, the Fire Drake is weak to burn damage? I guess if you say so.
I will. I need some help here.
See what we can do, but Dare might just have to go down here. Okay, we're keeping him in the fight. Even if barely. Oh yeah, let's use Chaos Strike on anything. What?
Oh? Something I can do? Oh?
Alright, gets raw damage on the boss himself.
That's not very...
Not super keen on that terrified effect. Crushing blow this guy.
Smart, eh?
Awesome. Another one down.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Let's go.
That's right.
Awesome.
Man, that's just rude.
Oh, we got Bronlar's Phalanx. It's a large shield. Superb. Stand guard. Grants deflection as health decreases up to a max of plus 20 deflection at 0% health. Okay. Then stand guard. Grants increasing deflection as health is lost. Order cannot move when near death. Cannot move when under 25% health. And grants tactical. Grants a smart inspiration when engaged in combat for the first time. Long before the founding of the Adir Empire, the tribal lords of the Adir Kingdom pledged their service to the fair Koning, the first king. One such king, Bronlar, also served as a theater general. He led an elite detachment of pikemen known as the Thorned Wall. Unlike the fair Koning's personal guard unit, the Tall Grass, Bronlar's soldiers had little use for the trappings of ceremony. They needed only their shields and spears. When conflict with the Koklin bloomed into war, Bronlar received word of enemies marching on the strategically vital bridge at Scarebane. With no time for dispatches, he marched with his single phalanx to hold the crossing. There, his force was met by a horde of hostile warriors on the opposite bank. Outnumbered at least 5 to 1, Bronlar issued a single imperative. None shall cross. The Thorn Wall never gave an inch, even as they began to fall. Casualties mounting, Bronlar knew his shield wall could not hold forever, so he ordered his men to withdraw and burn the bridge. The Warrior King was last seen holding off the advancing enemy force single-handedly, even as the flames enveloped him. His shield, blackened but unbroken, was later recovered. It now serves as a symbol of endearing courage and commitment to duty. Right, we could get Strategist. Engaging an enemy for the first time in combat inflicts a confused affliction on the target. And Tactician. Engaging an enemy for the first time in combat interrupts the target. Sentinel. Same effect, but also removes the stand guard immobility. And Stand Firm. Grants bonus armor rating and health regeneration when near death. Unable to move when under 25% health, grants +1 armor and +3 health every 6 seconds when under 25% health. It's a pretty solid effect. Maybe not this late into the game, but earlier on, this would have been really good for clutching out some fights. We give these Gauntlets of Discipline to Rekka.
Whatever you need.
What this shield looks like. Pretty cool. I think it's as good as Kadu Skalth, but
What?
not bad. Also, did Constantine get any criticals in that fight? That too. Maybe I'll just stick to the north. And we'll take care of Kratunos. Level 16.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
You know what? I'm gonna send a dare through all of these guys.
Hey.
Give them the old what for.
That wasn't that
Okay.
bad.
We're
Hey,
happy
watch
to
it.
oblige.
Death to those
Indy.
It's beyond me. Happy to oblige. Moan. Ixie.
Take him down.
Alright, well, there's one down.
Yeah? I'm on it.
Yeah, let's use, there's only once per rest. Oh, that should be an effect that's once per encounter.
Can't do this.
Awesome. A lot of levels across the board there, and nothing great. The Luvada. So, the last guy didn't drop a head. I'm assuming these won't be bounties at some point. But they do seek us out, don't they? Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm going to call it here. Next time, I guess we'll start off by fighting Luvada, as he's itching for a fight he can't win. And we'll continue exploring the high seas. I think I'm going to go back to Nekataka before we finish Lord Darren's Voyage and respec Pallegina to use it instead. I'm going to spend all this time grinding it out with Constantine, and then he's not going to be part of the party, so I just don't think it's worth it. But we'll see. Still undecided on that. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.